Right, good morning and welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to go over a full day of eating throughout this lean gaining phase. Essentially everything that I'm eating in a day to stay lean whilst adding quality muscle tissue. The totals today regarding calories come to just over 3,000 calories. I will pop the calories and the macros on the screen here somewhere. But essentially, I'm going to give you an insight into my meals across the day. So far this morning, I've had my electrolytes, a litres worth of water, a black coffee, and I've also nailed a nice light and easy 6-kilometer run. So it's time to refuel with meal one, which we'll dive into in a second. But yeah, I think in today's video, one of the biggest issues that I see you lads making when it comes to your lean gaining phase is you don't have a clue what to eat. You don't track your food either. You're being lazy, right? So after today's video, this will give you a good insight as to exactly what I'm eating day to day that's helping me essentially pack on muscle mass and stay lean. And then you've got no excuse when it comes to meal ideas and of course when it comes to tracking either. So let's get after it. Right, so diving into meal one, or breakfast as normal people would call it. We have got literally my first meal that I eat pretty much every single day and have done for the last 18 months. We have got sourdough, 100 gram worth of sourdough. We have got 4 bacon medallions, and then we are going to scramble up 2 eggs alongside some spinach as well. So, high in protein, obviously a decent and moderate amount of carbohydrates, but also sourdough, obviously really kind of easy when it comes to digestion, or really easy on the digestion, shall I say. And of course, our leaner protein source when it comes to the bacon medallions. So let's fucking whip this thing up. We're still on the 1 calorie spray for now, but just a little bit of a small tip there actually. If you are struggling to get your calories in, super easy way to get some more calories in is to cook in extra virgin olive oil. Literally, such an easy way to get in probably an additional between, I think it's between 100 and 120 calories for 10 gram or 10 mil worth of olive oil. So easy. If you're going to cook up your chicken breast, if you're going to cook up your eggs, healthy fats, bang on. Something for you lads to always be wary of, just when you are in your gaining phases, right, is just thinking about how many or how much carbohydrates you're having in your first meal, especially if it's first thing in the morning, and especially if you're going into somewhere like the office or you work from home, whatever, right? You got to work. What I'll always typically prefer is a higher protein, higher fat, and then moderate to low amounts of carbohydrate, just to try and prevent that kind of mid-morning crash off the back of just off of a shit ton of carbohydrates, basically. So just something for you to bear in mind. In the morning, you may not necessarily want to have shit tons of carbohydrates. Try and save them for as much as you can for in and around your training window, just so you don't have that big energy dip and of course that crash off the back of. Right, time to plate this baby up. We have got 100 gram worth of sourdough, 2 big old slabs, and we are going to use some of this reduced fat cream cheese just to give it a little bit of flavour, to be honest with you, just so I'm not eating straight up plain bread. As much as I like sourdough, I don't fucking like it that much. So we'll give it a little bit of flavour with some reduced fat cream cheese. And then we have got the bacon medallions going on. Talking through this like I'm on fucking MasterChef. All it is a couple of ingredients. And then the eggs, which I have now burnt to absolute smithereens. Too busy trying to set up the old camera. So we've got some burnt eggs and some spinach, but it's going to taste all right all the same, I'm sure. And I completely forgot that I wanted to present that to the old camera to make it look half decent. Anyways, a bit of salt, bit of peps, and we're good to go, to be honest with you. So around 500 calories, I think, for this meal. I'm going to put the macros and I'm going to put the calories up on the screen, but have a bit of that. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to tuck into this. I've then got some work to essentially get done. I've actually got a client progress review call. I've got some planning to do, and then we are going to be training Paul early afternoon. So meal 2 will be pre-workout meal. Stay around, get stuck in. and we'll go from there. That is work wrapped up for the morning. So we are into pre-workout meal, arguably the most important meal of the day. So this is what we are going to be having to fuel our pull session. So we are going to have protein oats. So we have got oats, berries. We are going to have a banana. Whey protein, again, for our protein source. And then we are also going to have this time, some salted caramel dark chocolate, 70% as opposed to the 85%. But yeah, big carbohydrate hit pre-workout. And like I said, obviously earlier in the video, this is where you want to be prioritizing your carbohydrates, right? This fuel here, this food here is going to help fuel my training session. Now, of course, in an ideal world, this would probably be around 90 minutes pre-workout. For me, this is probably going to be around, to be fair, an hour. We're not bad on timings today. So around an hour pre-workout. And alongside that, I'm going to have nailed, at this point, once this is done, 3 liters worth of water. And obviously off the back of that too, a hydrated body is a better performing body in the gym. So we are going to get these protein oats chefed up. No baked oats today. We're going for the old boring ones. But they'll taste good. No naughty boy protein today either. We have got a bit of chocolate orange. So we've got a horrible combination of flavors going on here. But those naughty boy flavors that I had from the last video, they're both gone already. And I've been left with, well, that. Right, protein oats pretty much at this point now served up, just adding in the banana. And we've got the protein oats. Don't think you're going to win any Michelin stars, and I'm not sure if the flavour combinations are going to work. However, it's going to get me training like a bad boy in the gym, so that's all that fucking matters. I'm going to nail this. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a tradition. Taste test of the oats on the old channel. That is really quite hot on the bottom of the hands. So we have got oats, bit of dark chocolate, some banana. This is going to burn my mouth, already know it is. This is going to burn my mouth. I tell you what, apart from the burn to the roof of my mouth, that actually tastes pretty good. Now, I'm not eating the rest of this on camera. I'm going to nail this, then we're going to go and train. And end of. Right, just pulled up to the gym. This is also the best lighting I've had all day, so we'll take that. Just pulled up to the gym, about to train pull. Big session about to go down, to be honest with you. And after this session, we'll actually cap off the first 4 weeks of this lean gaining phase. So what I'll do post-session is just speak about that a little bit more in terms of obviously how that's gone so far. But caffeine in, pre-workout meal in, let's go nail a big pull session. I'm not going to film anything in there just because I'm going to save some of these sessions for the rest of this series, the winter build. So we'll go through those. But yeah, let's go after the session, and then we'll go from there. Right, that is pull wrapped up then, and a very, very, very good session to say the least. Progressive all rounds. We're in some terrible lighting right now, but progressive all rounds. Literally everything, either moving up in weight or reps, which is, to be honest with you, exactly what you want throughout your gaining phase. I'm always one to practice what I preach when it comes to training, and what I always tell all of my lads is to let your training do the talking, right? When the food's present, when your food's nice and high, you've got to get in and you've got to get amongst it in the gym. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and 4 weeks into this, or what will be 4 weeks into this gaining phase, and we're seeing a lot of low progression already. So yeah, feels good to be in a routine. Off the back of summer as well, to be honest with you, because for a little while training was a little bit more sporadic, but we're locked in and we're on it. So yeah, back home now, post-workout food. Then I've got another 2 client progress review calls this evening. I'm actually also going to the driving range as well, and then just some other bits of admin work as well to get on with. So yeah, that's that wrapped up. See you for the next meal. Right, we are back from the gym and we are now about to have our post-workout meal. And no, it is not just a packet of rice. We have got Whoa! Easy, Tiger. Chicken and pineapple. Arguably the most bodybuilder meal that you will ever see. But it does the trick post-workout. So we have got this VT sticky rice, which is at 300 grams cooked weight. We are going to have 200 gram worth of cooked weight chicken breast, and then we are going to have 150 gram worth of pineapple. So as always, post-workout, trying to keep those fats minimal because they will slow down your digestion. High, big hit in terms of carbohydrates, looking to, of course, replenish, should I say, those glycogen stores that you have depleted within your training, and of course, a lean protein source to spike muscle protein synthesis. So, yeah, actually 125 gram of carbohydrates here post-workout. So again, just re-emphasizing what I said earlier around where you prioritize your carbohydrates with your training, set them around your training rather, set it up for performance, right? Obviously right here is serving its purpose. So let's get it served up. Again, I'm not quite sure if any of these meals are going to win me any Michelin stars, but they serve a purpose. We're not eating for aesthetics here, clearly, when I'm lumping on pineapple onto the old dish. So yeah, and also bear with me whilst I'm trying to weigh out 150 gram. But what I will say, something useful for you, is pineapple has a digestive enzyme in it called bromelain, which actually helps you break down protein. So it's actually beneficial. So not only is it nice, it actually serves a purpose as well. So there's the finished product. There'll probably be some sauce on there. I'm not that much of a plain Jane, but we'll see. Maybe Nando sauce is even a bit spicy for me. So I'm going to enjoy this, then I'm going to the range, going to the driving range. I've already actually had a call in between getting back from the gym and this meal, which means I've gone catabolic, unfortunately. Driving range, back, another call this evening, some other admin work, and then Liverpool Real Madrid game tonight. Back from the driving range then, and we are now in for meal 4 or a light snack, maybe. We have got 125 gram of berries, we have got raspberries and blueberries, and then we are going to have 300 gram of this 0% fat-free Greek yogurt, which I am going to add in now. 297, we'll take it. And then we are going to add in 10 gram of this whey, just for a little bit of flavouring, to be honest with you. And then we're going to add in a Pink Lady apple, which I prepared earlier, you know, on the TV shows, prepared earlier. Bang. Mix that all together. Then we have, that is terrible camera work, mate.
Oh, look how disgusting the off apple looks.
Yeah, it looks off, mate.
Yeah.
That's what happens after 30 seconds after cutting it.
Yeah,
Anyways, I'll show you the macros in a second once it's finished. Then we are going to, then I've got one final call, and then get into the final meal, wrap the video up, jobs are good. And one final ingredient that I actually missed out. We have got 20 gram of honey, or at least I hope there's 20 gram left in there. 20 gram left of honey, just for, I mean, there's no way that 20 gram, that 20 gram of honey is about to come out of this. Just for some easy carbs to go on top of this. I mean, we could be stood here all night with me going like that, and I don't think we're gonna get 20 gram of honey. So I'm gonna be real. Let's leave it at that for now, and then I will try and add some more after. But I mean, the king of presentation is back again. It's not always about how it looks, boys. It's about how it tastes, and this, delicious. Here we have it then, the final meal of the day. It is already served up. We have got some beef mince, some bolognese sauce, some spinach, some chopped tomatoes, and we have also got 150 gram of fresh pasta. So a very nice final meal to cap off the day. It is, however, a little bit late. It's like half past 9 right now. So if you follow me or you take any of my advice, then please make sure that you eat your meals before this, because that is quite close to bed, and this food is probably still going to be trying to digest when I'm trying to go to sleep. So do not follow into... Even so much so that my alarm's now telling me to turn my phone off to go to bed. So yeah, do not follow my practice in terms of this. I've just been getting carried away with the Liverpool-Madrid game. So we're going to nail this, and that is basically the entire video capped off now. So you've seen the 5 meals that I eat across the day. Obviously today was a training day, and the total macros, obviously I'm going to put them on the screen alongside the calories. So total calories for today was 3,142. 249 gram of protein, 424 gram of carb, and then 51 grams of fat. So yeah, a decent chunk of food. And that's exactly what we're doing at the moment. We're fueling our training, and obviously with the goal here of gaining lean muscle mass and of course keeping things nice and lean. So, I mean, you've seen today the amount of activity that I put in. So yeah, it's working. So yeah, now all that's left is to pretty much just wrap up the video. So if you enjoyed this second episode of the winter build, please do give the video a like. Obviously comment on anything else that you would like to see or any questions that you may have. And of course, please drop the channel a subscription for more content like this, because there is plenty more coming. I'll see you in the next one.